Tired of being left out in the dark? Ever try candle power? A warm light for times when you're feeling left out in the cold. Hi, I'm Allison. Come with me and let's get an inside look at the secret of candle power in church.
Candles help us focus. They remind us that there's something beyond us. Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." A candle reminds me of that light.
Light, by its very nature, is a fascination. It's a mystery to us. So often we like to just gaze upon light and look at the colors and watch it dance and watch it consume the candle.
We use candles in church for all sorts of reasons. The ones you might remember most or be most familiar with are the ones that sometimes you see in front of statues like Mary or the statue of Joseph. We use those candles to remember people we want to pray for. Maybe we've lost someone, they've died, someone we love, like our grandparents. When we light a votive candle, we simply leave a flame burning, and we offer our prayers. And by doing that, we also invite anybody else who comes into church to pray for them too. It's like the communion of saints. We know that the souls of the people who have died before us and our souls are somehow connected. Well, those candles bridge the gap.
That small light that I light represents my own gifts that I bring to Christ in prayer.
We also use candles to let people know that something special is happening or we're in a special place. In our churches, you'll see candles by the altar. Well, the altar is God's table. It reminds us of Christ. And the two candles that you may see on one side or one candle on each side, well, that tells us that this table is unlike any other table. It tells us it's meant for God and God alone. There's also usually a really fancy candle. Sometimes it's behind the altar or off to the side. Well, that candle is the sanctuary candle. It tells us where the Blessed Sacrament is. For us, it tells us where the Eucharist is reserved, so that we can bring it to the sick, so that people can come and pray. In a way, the candles always light our way to God.
I like that. Candles light our way to God. Of all the candles we use, are there any that are extra special?
Of all the candles in church, there's one that's really special. We call it the Paschal candle. It means the Christ candle. We light it for the first time at Easter. We take a bit of the fire from the Easter fire and we light that candle, and then that candle reminds us that we're celebrating that Christ who died for us rose from the dead. The Christ candle calls us to remember Jesus and all that he did for us. We use it throughout the year on special days, Easter, at baptisms, and at funerals, those major times in our lives to let us know that Christ is with us and Christ is for us. It brings us together. Often on important days in church, we'll use that Paschal candle as the starter point. It's where we carry the light. We'll take it and light other candles that we might use in procession, or we might use candles set up in a special way in church, and when they're lit, we hold them high to help us remember a particular person, a particular event, or anything special that we want to pray about.
Look at a candle, and what you see is wax and fire. And until that wax surrenders itself to the fire and becomes consumed, the fire cannot grow. It's a challenge to us in our faith life to be open, to allow Christ to consume us in the same way, to use us, to shape us. So as we surrender parts of our own life, the flame increases. Our own spiritual light increases and allows us to illuminate the world around us.